So today was one of those days that was just so depressingly good. And it sucks, but it's over. And I'm gonna show you exactly what is going on, everybody. Welcome to Andrew Miller Mileage. I'm Andrew, and today we have decided to take a break from the woods for a little while and headed on out to the Great Bay of Tuckerton, New Jersey. Gonna check out some of the wildlife, check out some of the different sights we can see, and maybe get crabs in the way you'd hope, not the way you'd expect. So let's get to it. All right, so the first little landmark we're going to talk about here is way over there. It's kind of hard to see from here, but that is what is known as the Crab Island Fish Factory. Back in the 1930s, it was opened up and fully operational, where they caught a certain type of fish. I can't remember what it was called, but it was unedible. It was good for cat food, fish oil, different baits, and it just didn't really have any consumption use. In the 1970s, it ended up closing down due to financial issues, and places just weren't busy. And then at the end of it, it ended up catching on fire, and the state basically put it up to it was either going to become a state park or it was going to just stay the way it was. And because of the environmental hazard of all of the decaying factory, they just haven't made the decision yet. And the fact that it's been 50, 60 years, I don't think they're going to do it at all. So, cool place. I want to check it out one day. I heard you can kayak up to it or take a boat up to it, so definitely worth checking out at some point. Give you guys a more zoomed in view of the factory. It's really hard to see out here, but it is still there. You can see the water tower off to the side. There's a separate building on the left, and there's the remains of what looks like, I guess, the main factory in the middle right by the water tower. So definitely a cool site. Would definitely love to get out there one day, hopefully soon. All right, so now we're cutting through a little trail, heads back to a little part of the bay where you can get out on the beach. Usually we find some crabs here, maybe we'll find some turtles. Occasionally we found fox out here, so who knows what we'll see. But also, a little update, upgraded our trash pickup tool. Best money I've spent, because it just made it so much easier grabbing stuff instead of bending over with the glove, and easy work. Now that we have exited the trail, here we are. It's one of my favorite spots to go to. It's a pretty good view of everything. You can find a lot of wildlife floating around. A lot of the land is pretty much marshland here, but it's a good view. If you look over there in the background, you can see Atlantic City. And I think on certain days, if you look that way, you can see the Ferris wheel on Long Beach Island. But we are in the bulk of the bay right now, and actually right there in the middle, we see a lot of the boats. That's kind of hard to see, sorry guys, but you'll see where the two pieces of the barrier island of New Jersey meet. And I don't know, it's just kind of a beautiful, peaceful spot. Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Poor guys. The seagulls will be coming for them soon enough. Unfortunately, I was not able to find us a live one, but this here is a horseshoe crab. It is actually not really even a crab. It is more in the family of spiders and ticks. It's considered an arthropod, not a crustacean. Anyways, this thing has had history of damn near 445 million years in existence, which means this thing has survived everything. The Ice Age, the dinosaurs, volcanic eruptions, the meteor, 13 seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and 7 Kanye West meltdowns. If he can do it, you can too, so keep pushing. Be just like my little buddy here. Problem is, its biggest predator is out-of-towners and seagulls, so I can relate. All right, and the next landmark I want to talk about is right behind me. This, in the 1930s up to the 1970s, was a U.S. Coast Guard base. And eventually there was a fire out here, which is, I'm going to guess, the same fire that burned down the Crab Island Fish Factory. When it was burned down, eventually Rutgers University, one of the state colleges, ended up coming in, leasing it out, and it is now the home of their Marine Biology Center. Unfortunately, I was pretty let down when I first discovered this place, because I thought it was a restaurant way down at the end of the bay. I was poorly let down, but still pretty cool. I'm sure they know big sciencey words about the things I'm trying to show you guys today and discover, but yeah, I'm not paying that much money for that. So I'll enjoy it the way I like it. Bro nature. All right, so behind me, I found a bunch of little crab holes, and I really want to get one. So I'm gonna do the one thing I know will genuinely attract these crabs. I'm gonna throw my wallet down, and we're we're gonna see if any of them come out to take it. I think it'll work. I've seen this in a TV show before. I believe it was a nature documentary, SpongeBob SquarePants. So I think we got them. Uh-oh, we might have a taker. Come on, little buddy, go for it. So I'd found another horseshoe crab, and this one was laying there. It was already dead, but I figured I'd give you a good look at what the underside of one of these guys looks like. It's actually really cool. So I'm gonna switch the camera around. So that is what the inside of one of these guys looks like. It doesn't look as much like a crab, but you see all the little claws. You can see the inner legs. And there's something more that's usually right in that general area, but it's been dissected probably by the seagulls. So unfortunately, this little guy, he didn't make it, but such a cool looking creature. That's good. Somebody will not be getting scurvy today. Found this cool little walking trail that comes out here, and it runs semi along the power lines that run out from the bay back to the mainland. I mean, it's just a beautiful sight out here. It's a really nice day. The water's relatively calm. Tons of dragonflies buzzing around. Just couldn't ask for a more better day to come out here and do this. So a couple of nice women, they saw me cleaning up with the trash outside by the parking spot where everybody parks, and they thanked me, saying it was really nice what I was doing, and saying they wish they had the equipment with them to do the same. But it feels good, know that I'm doing something good, and just to get a little acknowledgement from it, you know. But now I'm gonna longboard around the area and try to pick up a little bit in the areas it's hard to walk to, but it's a real nice long stretch, so it should be fun. It's a beautiful day for it. All right, so I spent a little bit of time cleaning up in the middle areas, longboarding, but I'm gonna quick take a walk and show you guys the cool little single lane wooden bridges that are all over the place out here that connect each one of the little islands inside of the inlet. And they're really cool. There's a lot of rules on them. No crabbing, no diving, no fishing, no loitering. Guess what? It didn't say no walking and filming, so I'm not loitering. I think loitering involves staying in a place for a very long time. We're only gonna take a couple of seconds. But anyways, these are them. They're pretty cool, pretty old. They give you a beautiful view of the bay on all sides. There's single traffic lights on each end of the bridge to make sure people can get off and on safely. I've ran up and down this island. If you go to the municipal park, which is at the end, I think it's the something Seaman Park. It is about 13 miles, 14 miles out and back. It's a beautiful run. It's really enjoyable. I mean, the views out here are amazing. So if you ever get the chance to come out here to Tuckerton Seaport, definitely do it. It's worth the trip. It may not be the most touristy attracting spot, but there's good fishing, there's good crabbing, and just a great view and a great day outdoors. So we're at another cool little spot. I just parked up to do a little more cleaning, but it's these old docks. They're all tattered up and beat. But you can see it's a pretty normal boat launch. There's actually somebody launching right over there. So, but I'm gonna keep cleaning up. I had a couple more hours of daylight, got 6 more. I don't know how much more I'm gonna do. I'm at like the third section of the island. I think there's one more, and then we'll see how it goes. But it's been something to say the least. It's actually been pretty bad, but bad in the sense of there was a lot, good in the sense of it's a lot getting gone. So keep you guys updated. I'm getting pretty tired. Can't lie to you. But yeah, check back in a little bit. So today was one of those days that was just so depressingly good. And it sucks, but it's over. And I'll show you exactly why. So in about 4 hours, about 4 hours out there, I ended up wheeling in about 5 full bags of trash. And yeah, it's a lot, and it's surprising, and it's all like the same stuff over and over again. I kept pulling up beer cans, beer bottles, cigarette packs, sandwich wrappers. But I'm gonna leave on this note. You may be a small part of this world. It's 8 billion people on this planet, but you can still make a pretty big impact. All you gotta do is try, put a little effort. Keep it clean, y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.